What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Finally One podcast. I'm Kelly.
Hey, yo, I'm Natasha.
Listen, y'all, if y'all only knew what was going on
Oh, wow.
in our life right now, stuff we can't talk about, but
My God.
you know, we keep it real. So, wait, before we get into the topic of today, how was your week? How you been? Stuff like that. There's a lot been going on since the last podcast.
Yeah, this week that just passed, we just got back from Chicago.
Yep. How was Chicago?
Chicago was good. We had a blessed time with Bishop, and seemed like their congregation really like embraced us and got something from us. So that was a blessing. So yeah, it was good. But as far as the week, we got back on Monday, went to work, and like now we're here today. It kind of went fast for me. So
for sure. Shout out to Bishop Albert Simmons.
Yes.
First Paradise Baptist Church, Missionary Baptist Church, South side of Chicago. Like she said, they showed us a lot of love, man. One of the best ones we've done so far.
Yeah.
As far as like the feedback, the engagements, the questions, and purchasing books and all of that. It was really, really good. I love that. I meant to ask Pastor about. They have on their thing 5-star church, and I don't want to mess up the 5 stars, but I know family, faith. What was the other ones? I forgot the other ones, but I love that whole thing.
And how did they greet us? Like when I said good morning to folks, they were coming up and saying,
"What? Grace and peace."
Grace and peace.
Grace and peace. You like that?
Grace and peace.
Yeah, I like that too. I was messing with him by saying that too, but grace and peace. But yeah, Chicago was dope, so I loved it. Always love when I can get to go back home, eat at my favorite restaurant, which is number one chop suey.
Wait. No. Shout out to Passion Eats. Oh my gosh!
Can I finish? Then we talk about
Passion Eats? No, I wanted to say, Shawanda Simmons, you are doing your thing. I was in a coma. Like, it was so good. But go ahead to your number one.
That was her first time at Passion Eats.
That was my first time.
Passion Eats. Me and Passion Eats go way back before it was called Passion Eats. They actually catered my 40th birthday party, and food is amazing. Like, they have something called turkey chops. If you want to bless your life, you want to go get a turkey chop, fried turkey chop. It is turkey. You would think it's a pork chop, but it's not pork. It is turkey. And I got a smothered turkey chop with gravy and rice. I had mac and cheese, greens. You had fish. And
sweet potatoes.
Them candy yams.
Yes.
But man, Passion Eats, go check them out. 2 locations, one on the south side and one in Oak Park. Make sure you check them out. And if you need catering too, she does some of the amazing catering. So all of the big events that come to Chicago, the tours, comedy tours, everything. Yeah. Celebrity chef Shawanda Simmons, Passion Eats. Catering and restaurant. Make sure you go check them out. I mean, amazing hospitality. Now, can I share about
go to your number one.
Number one chop suey. Chinese food is my favorite food, so hands down. Second would be Passion Eats, soul food, stuff like that. Something that's been creeping up there is Mexican food. Like, yeah. But anyway, so my favorite Chinese spot is on the west side where I grew up. It's right in Oak Park, called Number One Chop Suey. But yeah, I love it. So I had plenty of that while I was there. So we ate good, we fellowship good, and it was good to be back. My week has went by fast. Like, man, my week has went by fast. Had a lot of work to do, taking care of a lot of clients, and and a lot of stuff like that. So. But yeah, so this has been a great week. I enjoyed that. We got coming up this coming week. So tomorrow, actually, we will be in Johnson City at the Mountain Movers Conference. We're going to be on the panel.
Yeah.
Sharing about marriage, relationship, and business. So shout out to KD and that event. You still got time to get tickets. Just go to kdbowen.com. I'm going to put the link below. But the Mountain Movers Conference in Johnson City, Tennessee, we're talking about faith, family, financing, and so much more. Like a bunch of amazing speakers. Our pastor is going to be one of the speakers. Just a bunch of people. So I'll put the info below and make sure y'all go check it out. And maybe I should put the flyer somewhere around here. If I remember that when I edit this up, I'm gonna put the flyer right here or something. But yeah, go check it out, Mountain Movers Conference. But yeah, we got a busy week this week. We got a lot of stuff to do, a lot of stuff to get going. I miss my grandson.
I miss Mari too.
I miss my grandson. I want to see him. We're not gonna get to see him till maybe next week, but miss our grandson. But yeah, so the topic for today, we got some questions in, right? So I thought it would be dope to kind of make this the topic of this episode. So is, true intimacy and nakedness before each other and the Father. Like, so yeah, we got these questions in. But first, before we, jump into the questions, I wanted to talk to you about what does it feel like to be in a place of true intimacy, and not just physical, but us being one and being completely naked and open with each other. Like, I see just another side of you. You're freer now. You're open. You don't fear judgment like you used to. You're not walking on pins and needles. You're not afraid people looking at you or what people are going to think. What has that felt like being true, like with a partner and being intimate, us like emotionally? Not just
like you said, it's freeing. Like I don't know, like I just love the look, how can I say it? Like it's very freeing. It's just warming, and like to be looked at and loved, and knowing that that I don't have to have this right or don't have to say this, like to be free and open and tell him how I like things, how I want things. Like I am open to that, like telling you what pleases me, like the whole nine. It's awesome. It's freeing, like you said.
Do you feel secure?
Oh yeah, very much secure. Like before, like I said, because I'm not on pins and needles. Like if I say this right, if I do this right, if I wear this right, if I do this, like I'm just free and openly. So it's very securing, because I see that you're looking at me as just that I'm a 10.
Yeah.
A 10.
That's how you feel. That's right.
Yeah.
For me, I'm gonna be honest, it's scary.
Why is it scary?
Because like I've never been truly naked before anybody. I've never fully given myself to anybody. And the level of intimacy that we're reaching, and that we're constantly on the path of, and that where we are, it's scary because you can really hurt me. Like I've never fully given my heart to anybody. Does it make sense? And like coming from, how I grew up, being in survival mode, I had to protect myself. So in protecting myself, I protected my heart and me, more than anything. Mm-hmm. So to get to a place where I had to fully trust God first, and then trusting Him first has allowed me to fully trust you with my heart. But it's not a comfortable thing, because I've never done that. I've never been in that place. Now there's points and stuff like you said, it feels good, but it's not an easy place. So I don't want to paint a picture like people say they want true intimacy and to really become one with somebody. It may not be as easy, especially if you have some of the childhood trauma and some of the survival and all of the stuff. Like like I had growing up, you know, and not being able to trust pretty much anybody. You know, I didn't trust anybody, including, you know, my parents, you know, because of certain things.
Crazy, because I don't have that fear. Like, I don't have, like, and you've done a lot of stuff, and like, you know, you was out there, so like, I don't have that fear of that anymore.
Yeah.
But before, like, terrified.
I don't think you had that fear before. The fear you had before was that I was going to do something. Like, I was going to keep hurting you.
Right.
So I don't think you came in like I did with the trauma of, you know, a childhood where, like, you couldn't trust anybody. You know, I think I told you this off camera. We didn't talk about this on the pod. I don't think so. But I remember, like, as a young kid, from the time I can remember to maybe let's say 10 or 11, I had this Mr. T bank, right? Where I would put all my money in.
Oh.
I told you about that? And to come home one day, it was a holiday. I think it was the 4th of July or whatever. You know, we always had a bunch of family and just people, not just family, friends. It was a holiday. I want to say it was 4th of July or something in Chicago, and to come back and see somebody had burnt a hole into my bank and took all my money as a kid. And you got to think, I was a young kid, and to realize you wasn't safe in your home, you develop this you know, protective shield. You know, you want to protect yourself, so you don't really trust people. You know, I found that they had threw it outside of the back door, but they had took all my money, and I saved. Man, if I had to guess, you know, as a kid, it may not be a lot of money right now, but I had at least $1,000 or so in there, because I put all my money from my birthdays, any money I got. I was just a kid, put it in this bank, and somebody burnt a hole in my plastic Mr. T bank and took all my money out of there, and that hurt. That's just one instant. That's not counting all the other times money was stole from me, things were stole from me. So just being in a place where, hey, I fully trust you, but I have to fully trust God first, right? Because even the word says, don't trust man, and by man it means the species, female species. Put your trust in God. So my trust is in God first, that even if you do lose your mind, that God got me.
Why are you pointing at me like that?
No.
Even if you do lose your mind.
No, but I'm being from a like a real place. Like you're still an imperfect human being. Like, I'm really putting it out there to help somebody. Like,
I got you.
You're an imperfect human being, just like I'm an imperfect human being. Your trust should be in God first, then your spouse. You know, it could be, you know, a thing. But in transitioning to the questions, which I'm gonna get you to read the question, if you're lacking in physical intimacy in your marriage, I think you need to start with security in your marriage. Like, there's some breach in trust. There's some breach in, you know, like you said, the security. There's some breach in, and somewhere there's something that's blocking that. You get what I'm saying? Do you agree? What do you got on that?
Yeah, I was just thinking, like, before in our first marriage, like, I just longed for, you know, you just opening a door for me or holding my hand. Like, I longed for that, and I never got that. But now, like, we're in our second marriage, and it just comes so nicely and freely. So that's just what came to mind.
Well, how does that make you feel? Like, now you don't have to ask me to get the door. You don't have to ask me to hold your hand. You don't have to ask for things.
It took me a minute to get adjusted to it, because, like, with me, I wanted to just get out the door, get out the car, like, okay, we're here, open the door, but now I have to be patient and wait for him to come and open my door. So I'm still learning in it, but I had to slow down and be patient, and it makes me feel good. Like, I love it. But like I said, it took me a minute to get to that spot because I wasn't used to it. Like,
when was the last time you looked at your spouse and felt a deep desire and a deep passion and a connection with them. If you can't remember, listen, we got something special for you. It's going down Wednesday, April 23rd at 7 p.m. We're having a class. What's the name of the class, sweetheart?
The class is called Reignite the Passion in Your Marriage and Increase Your Physical Intimacy.
Come get the tools to bring more passion, affection, and connection in your marriage. Listen, we've been there. There was a period of time where she wanted nothing to do with me. She couldn't stand me. She couldn't stand to look at me. She did not desire me physically. She did not desire me emotionally. We had zero connection. And to be where we are now is nothing but the grace of God and the tools and the steps that we use to get here. So we want you to take this class. Now, who is this class for? Couples who know they've been struggling with their connection emotionally and physically. Husbands, listen, this is your time to speak out. Part of what happens when that connection is lost, one or the other partner is not communicating effectively. Y'all not having the hard conversation. What's going on in the bedroom? Why aren't you attached to that person like glue? Why don't you desire them? But you know, deep down, you know the connection is not where it needs to be. We challenge you to register for this class. Once again, it's going down April 23rd, 7 p.m. Okay, we got the general admission, $47. We got the VIP, it's $97. The VIP gets the recording and you get a digital workbook to support you after the class.
Yeah, so come out, be a part of it. We hope that we can give you some tips to help you with that, because I know sometimes as a woman it's hard to show your man that in intimacy and everything. So we'll try to help and maneuver through that and help you out with that. So April 23rd, 7 p.m. Wednesday night, come and be a part of our class.
Yep, let's get that connection back. Let's get y'all back on one accord. Let's get y'all back connecting, because remember, the enemy wants to keep you separated.
Right.
God created intimacy, physical intimacy, so that the person can become one. That's why he designed it for marriage, okay? When something has been glued together, if you pull it apart, there's parts of it still stuck on the other side. We want you to remain like this, all right? Sign up for the class. Go ahead and register now. If you're on the page, just click the link. Go ahead and register now.
I was independent and doing stuff on my own, so I had to, let you do it.
Yeah, let's help some women, some wives, or just women, period. If I could give y'all one bit of advice, and you tell me if I'm wrong, slow down.
Yeah.
Patience. There's a reason for everything, right? Do you mind if I give an example from a previous relationship?
No.
About this? It has something to do with this.
No. I thought you were going with something I had done, but yeah.
No.
Go ahead.
No. So I was in a relationship, and this young lady asked me, "Can I just open my own door?" And I was like, "Sure, but why?" Because it takes you too long to get over here to open it. I was very offended by that. Number one, because she didn't know why it took me some time to get on. Do you know why it takes me a little bit time to get over there?
Because you're still covering, like you're making sure surrounding and like the outside, like the covering.
Yeah, I'm securing and making sure it's safe for you to get out.
Right.
But if you're such in a hurry to get out, such in a hurry, like rest in, first of all, Christ first, and rest in the covering of your partner and your husband. There's a reason. We're not just as men, we're not just thinking about, oh, let's just hurry up and get in the store. Let's go. They got stuff in the store. Let's just go shopping. Let's go do this. No, I have to make sure that she is protected first. Your husband has to make sure you're protected first if he's on his job.
I was going to say, but wait a minute, because some are not like that. Some will just be like, you get out, you do your thing.
I'm just saying if he's on his job. And that doesn't make them a bad person. No, they just may not been taught. I wasn't taught that. I had to learn these things. Like we were just talking about Big Bro. I had to learn from Big Bro. I had to learn from mentors. I had to learn these things. I wasn't shown this as a man. I had to learn and grow. So if a man, learns and grows, be patient with him and allowing him to lead. Women say they want a man to lead, they want a man to step up, but y'all too in a hurry.
Yeah.
You rushing to the front. You gotta get out the car. You gotta do this. He can't even finish his sentence. He can't even get his thought out. You gotta jump in. But you want a man to lead, but you don't know how to follow. See what I'm saying? What makes me, I feel like, put me on blast. Mm-hmm. What I feel like makes me a good leader now is that I know how to follow. Do you agree?
Yeah. Yeah.
You hesitating now?
No, I was just thinking of where you were going with it, but
no. So in order to be, you got to be able to follow. Like most women want to rush ahead. Mm-hmm. Like even they think they're 10 steps ahead, maybe in the thought process of the man or the husband, right? Mm-hmm. So their mind is already racing. So they got to cut him off. They think they know what he's about to say, so they got to finish what he's saying, and they got to do this. They got to hurry up and get out of the car. Slow down.
Yeah, that's true.
Have some patience, right? A lot of times, and I don't know if we talked about this too, because this is good. You would have saved yourself frustration had you just rested in my word. That's a word for somebody. Mm. You'll save yourself frustration if you just rest in God's word. Mm. Yeah. Okay? If he's the father, he's the priest, right? Your husband is the father and the priest of the home. If she rested in my word sometime, it would have man cut out so much stress for her, right? Give me an example. Nashville. We're in Nashville. You want me to get this example?
No, I'm thinking of what the example is before you say it.
We're in Nashville. We're in a room. We got a bunch of people, a bunch of moving parts. I give her the word. I say, hey, baby, I'll be back. I'm finna do this. We leaving at this time. I'll be back. She allowed other people on the trip to get her frustrated. She couldn't finish what she was doing, and she called me all frustrated. And I said, hey, baby, I gave you the word. Yeah. There should be peace. Don't let them ruin what we got going on, because I gave as a leader, I gave clear instruction and laid out the plan. I gave the vision. All you got to do is stick to that. You should only get ruffled when I ain't following my word. You get what I'm saying? If I'm not a man of my word, I'm not consistent with my word, I'm not doing. Other than that, you should have peace. Just like we should in God's word. God is not a man that he should lie. He don't go against his word, and he don't lie. So we should have peace. We should have rest in that. That's a word for somebody right there. Good. Right? Yeah. Right? Then right after that, remember we were going to the funeral in Glade, and you all in a hurry, you frustrated. I'm like, baby, slow down. Didn't I tell you I got you? Why would you not? But just moving fast. And that happens sometimes, right? So the word, patience. And we didn't even know we were going here. So this is for somebody. Women, slow down. Let the man lead, right? Let him lead, all right?
Yeah, that's good, because it's the father first, and then you have your husband as the head. We, like they used to say, I think my mother-in-law had said this, we're the neck. So if it's on the head is on the neck, then we're there to help turn, but we have to be patient and let them lead. And I'm learning that, like I'm listening and following and being patient. Sometimes I do get in a hurry, like with open the door. But now, like if I'm ready to get out, I'm like, babe, can I open the door? Can we just go? He's like, he'll look around and yeah, go ahead. You're gonna do it anyway, or something like that. But yeah, I just say like we're there to help me. We're there to help. But in some instances, I feel like we get ahead of ourselves and rush because we are trying to help you, and like it goes back to being patient. We have to let them follow. We have to follow them and let them lead.
Yeah.
So I'll just leave it at that.
No, but it's good. We flushing it out is good, because you can't help me with something I haven't given you the vision for.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can't guess what it is that I need help with. if I haven't given instructions. Now, if you haven't been given the instructions, what should you do? Let's help somebody.
If you haven't,
yeah, if I haven't given you any instructions on something I need help with, what's
then
the
that's
best?
when your communication comes in. You have to go to him and, you know, ask, like, how are we doing this? What are we going to do this? What's the plan? You know, you tell me what's going on.
Yep. And if be okay with him not having it right now.
True. Oh, yeah. That's another thing in the waiting
Come
to be
on,
patient.
talk about it, baby. I think I felt that anointing hit you. Talk about it.
No, I don't
Give
know
an
if we had
example.
said that before, but it was a situation that I had came home and I was like, oh, we gotta have this. We gotta have this right now. Like, I need this amount of money to do this. Like, we've got to get this done. He's like, okay, just wait. Because I was ready. I was like, oh, should I do this? Should I go this? Should I sell this?
What'd I say?
He's like, just wait a minute. Let me process it. Let me get to it. And then, like, he processed. He got the answer. And then I was in bed one night and I was like, oh, I woke up the next morning and I was like, babe, we can do this and it'll take care. He's like, yeah, that's the key. Patience. And yeah.
You just gotta wait for God
Communication.
Yeah, you just gotta wait for God to give you the answer. And it's just being still sometimes, right? And that's why I told her, it's like we're always, hey, let's take, cause I love that she brings it to me. Hey babe, what do you think about this? Right? And we'll have, like for instance, we had cash. We could have done it. But I was like, wait a minute. Let's just wait for an answer. Right? Because you may not even have to go that route if you just wait for God to give you the answer. Or he may not even want you to use your cash. Man, we helping somebody. I feel it in my spirit. We helping somebody. Yeah. Sometimes just being patient and being still, the Lord will give you the answer. We're just so in a hurry. We're bouncing off. We're doing all of this stuff and we can't even hear him. We can't even hear him. And I love when she brings it to me and say, okay, baby, let's take our time. Let's hear from the Lord and let's see what direction he wants us to go. And every time he delivers, he gives the answer.
And it's just so smooth. Like when he gives it to us, it's like, dang. Listen. If you would just rest in me, I got it. Like
we make a mess.
Yeah.
We make a mess when we just we gotta do this, we gotta do that, we gotta slow down. Come to daddy. You know what I'm saying? Daddy got you. Come to big daddy.
Stop.
Come to Big Daddy.
Please stop. Stop.
But no, go to the Father. He has the answers. Yeah. And man, it works out. We got too many examples of it just working out.
Right.
You know, it just coming to, okay. And I'll come to her and say, okay, baby, I need you to sit with this in your spirit and tell me what your intuition, what your gut says. You know, let's sit with this and she'll sit with it and she'll say, well, baby, I feel this. And it works out. You know what I mean? It works out. So patience. I didn't know we was gonna go there. All right, let's read the question. Let's read the question. Thank y'all. Wait, while she getting to pull it up, go ahead and pull it up. Please continue to send y'all questions. If you want to put them in the chat below in the comments, that's great. That helps boost the video up. The whole thing, right? You can also email them to us, admin@kellyandnatasha.com. You can DM us on Instagram, any of our social media, Kelly and Natasha, and we would love to help you. Any questions you got about marriage, relationships, anything like that. So this is a question from a wife, correct?
Yeah.
Yep. All right. It's from a wife.
I'm not gonna say names.
Yeah, we'll read. That's what I was about to say. We'll read it anonymously. We're not gonna say names. So
right.
Okay.
Okay. It says, my husband and I have a good marriage, but lately I've been wondering if we truly have deep intimacy beyond the physical. We talk, we laugh, we do life together, but I sometimes feel like we're missing a deeper emotion or spiritual connection. How do you cultivate true intimacy in a marriage beyond just the physical side of things? And then it says, wait, let me see. Oh, she wants to know, would love to hear from couples who have been through this.
Yeah, so if you got an answer to this, put it below.
Yeah.
But what's the question? Read the question one more time.
How do you cultivate true intimacy in a marriage beyond just the physical side of things?
Yeah. Okay, I can only lean on what we did. I think the foundation or the start of us gaining true intimacy was praying together every day.
I was going to say, and true intimacy is more than just physical. So
yeah, that's what she asked me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so praying together every day, and what was the next thing? Doing a devotion, right? Those were our foundations. I would say, like, start praying together with your spouse, and then it sounds like y'all not having the hard conversations. What you think? Like, it sounds like maybe there's a conversation that y'all need to have.
Yeah.
Y'all operating on the surface and,
Right.
and not really going deeper, right? Because what she said, they laugh.
She said, we talk, we laugh, we do life together. But I sometimes feel like we're missing a deeper emotional or spiritual connection.
Key word.
Spiritual.
To go deeper, right? You got to go in the spirit first.
That's right.
That's the first.
Devotion, praying together.
What was the other thing? Spiritual, like
emotional.
Emotional. That's a conversation. That's a conversation. If y'all not emotionally connected, and it starts with the spiritual, but then there's maybe a conversation that needs to be had. And you said y'all have a good marriage, not a great marriage. Good is the enemy of great. Then after great, you got phenomenal, right? So there's levels that we have. What would you say we had? Would you say we had great? I don't think we're at phenomenal.
No, we're not at phenomenal.
I think we're in the middle. We're in the middle of good and great.
Yeah.
Right. We're in the middle. We're turning the corner to great. You get what I'm saying? When we'll be great is when, hey, I can think it. She got it. Now we got a little bit of that, right? We got a little bit. But when I can give her a look, and we automatically on the same thing, and we know we got a little bit of that.
Yeah.
You know, we're on
I'm
the
trying to
road
think
to good.
of when that just happened recently.
Yeah, we're headed to great. All right. Anything you want to add? Because I added on there.
No, I'm good.
You good on that one?
Yeah.
All right, we got one more. But great questions. Like I said, keep sending us your questions. What's up, everybody? I'm Kelly.
And I'm Natasha.
Listen, we are now accepting dates for marriage and relationship workshops, trainings, and panels. What are some of the topics, baby?
Yeah, topics including but not limited to are restoring trust after infidelity, communication, restoring the intimacy, becoming one, how to win in your finances, before you say I do, and are they the one?
Listen, this is perfect for churches. This is perfect for conferences.
Yeah.
This is perfect for marriage and couples ministries. We would love to come visit you and be a part of your next event or your special event. All you need to do to get locked in with us, see if a date is available, send us an email at admin@kellyandnatasha.com or just go to the website kellyandnatasha.com. We would love to be a part of your next event.
Yeah.
What's the next one? This one from a husband though, right? Okay.
It says, my wife and I have been married for a while, and our physical intimacy has slowly faded. I love her deeply, and I know she loves me, but it feels like we're just roommates lately. I don't want to pressure her, but I also don't want to feel disconnected. Has anyone been through this? How do you rebuild that part of your marriage without making it feel like a chore?
Okay. You shouldn't have to feel like you pressuring her, number one.
No.
Like, why do you feel like you pressuring her for getting something that you need that only she can provide? That's number one. And why is she not as equally desiring that connection?
True.
You know, is it, I just need more information? Is it something you've done? Is it something she's feeling or she's going through, right? Because fellas, sometimes it may not even have nothing to do with us. It could be like how she's feeling about herself. Like, has she put on weight? You know, did she, hadn't lost the weight from the child? Is her age changing and she's looking around at what, like, are you filling her cup the way she needs it to be filled? Like, are you speaking her love languages to make her feel good?
There could be lacking that, like you were saying, like she might feel like that, the weight she's gained might be doing something. So, like, you encourage, say, hey, babe, I love the weight. Because this one, I lost my weight and I was loving it. I'm like, oh, I feel good. But then he says, I like you with a little meat on you. And I'm like, starting to eat the little Debbie cakes and stuff. And then I'm like, oh, wait, I got to slow down. But he also said in it that they just feel like roommates lately. Like,
that's not good.
No.
There's a disconnect. So there's a conversation that needs to be had. You need to ask her what she's feeling, what's going on, and then ask yourself. I'm not going to put this on the woman. What are you not doing to get her in the mood? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, I know exactly what to do to get her feeling all warm and fuzzy. Shower her with gifts. Her love language is gifts. And if I'm giving her gifts, and we forgot to talk about it. Last night we was at the Boys to Men concert. Boy, listen, let me tell you. Can I get TMI? No, I ain't gonna give y'all TMI, but let's just talk about, first of all, me giving her that gift, right? The ticket, surprising her with the tickets. And the photo album. We're doing the ABCs of date nights, right? So each letter, you pick a date that goes with that letter. So last night was C for concert, right? And I'll just say this, and you tell how you feel. Her experiencing that, when we got home, she couldn't wait to be all over me.
Stop!
She couldn't wait. She couldn't wait. I know how to get her go. She loves gifts. She loves feel like she's appreciated. So I'm gonna challenge you, husband, and I want you to answer. What are you not doing? What is it that you have stopped doing?
That's true.
And check yourself first. And then if you check off all of the boxes and you tried that and it's still not, there's a conversation that needs to be had. And even if y'all can't have it together, maybe add a mediator, right? All right, so tell them how you feel.
I felt just awesome, like from getting off work, coming home, getting dressed. Like, I was super excited. Well, even for the morning, I said, babe, I'm so excited I get to go on a date with you. Like, this is our C for concert. We're going to a concert. So I came home, got dressed. We went to the concert. I mean, it was just phenomenal. They might not have sounded all that good, but...
Dang, why you throw them under the bus?
I mean, anyway.
It wasn't about that.
Yeah, it wasn't. So, like, afterwards, like, I was like, I got to give, my man his props. Like, I came home.
You had to show me some appreciation.
After we had eaten and everything and got ready. I'll just say
show
that,
me some appreciation.
So, like, that felt good, that my love language was filled, and I knew he had did this from his heart. Like, that just warmed me. So I had to show him some appreciation.
Thank you, baby. I felt appreciated. So so start there. From a woman's perspective, what are some of the things that could be in the way of why she maybe not initiating or being in the mood to show her husband some appreciation?
I mean, it could be the physical effect of, your husband, the way he's looking or the way, like, he's presenting himself. He might be laxed.
Is that okay to say? Like, okay, it's okay to say, because that's the truth.
I was going to say,
But what I'm saying is some people feel like that's wrong, that a spouse says things like they don't like their husband's weight or their wife's weight or how they're taking care of themselves.
I mean, I think it's a part of, you've got to talk to them and tell them, like, how you're feeling. Like, you might not be attracted to it or something. Like, you're going to, I'm being honest here. Like,
no, I want you to be honest. This ain't for me. I'm just saying, dang, if somebody's feeling that way, because what do? Now, they can change it. No, I'm saying say for instance, if you said, hey babe, I would like for you, if you lost 10, 15 pounds, that would be great. That would be, for me, that would be a motivator for me.
That's true.
You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's something that I can change. That's something that I can do. And I wouldn't be offended by that. Mm-hmm. Some people can't handle those real conversations. And when I say some people, I'm going to say less women can handle, more women can't handle that conversation than it is men.
Oh, yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like if a husband be like, well, babe, I know you just had the baby.
Yeah, right.
It's time to get back on your, or when I met you, whether they had kids or not. When I met you, babe, you was this size. Can we start working out together, or can we start doing this, right? And so that's why I was saying, man, because that's tough.
And I believe it's all in the way you talk about it and how you present it as well too. Like, if I I was telling you, like, I don't like myself getting this comfortable and eating all this, and you like, well, babe, we can do something about it. Let's start working out together, or I'll help you, I'll hold you accountable. So it's the way you present it to them, and if y'all been in that relationship, like, you should be able to talk and go to it. Just you don't want to go looking anywhere else and trying to go outside. But I mean, that's your husband, that's your friend. Like, you talk to him like you your best friend.
And if you can't, this is a great point. If you can't talk to your spouse like that, there's something wrong.
Yeah.
There's something wrong, because there's nothing I don't feel like I can bring to her and be like, hey babe, I don't like this, or can we work on this?
Exactly.
Can we try this? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that's with her weight, that's with her hair, that's with everything. If she wanted me to get one of them hair pieces with the waves, I'll go get it for you, babe.
No, he asked that before. You're not getting like that, no.
I was just joking. I'm very comfortable with, when I started losing my hair, I just cut it off, so I'm very comfortable. I ain't never, you know me. I went bald at early 30. I didn't care. But I just think that it's important, man, and that fits right into what we're talking about intimacy. It's like, if you can't openly talk to your spouse about anything,
right,
something's wrong. You're not naked.
Yep, that's it. You're not naked.
You're not naked before each other and before God. It's like, I don't feel anxiety about, hey, I need to talk to her about this, and vice versa. Like I said, it would be such a motivator to me if she'd be like, babe, I wish you would lose 15, 20 pounds. If she was to do that, it would be a motivator. I wouldn't be offended, or babe, I would like this, or I would like, that. Now, when I was out there and I was ugly, my heart was dark, she didn't want nothing to do with me. She was not attracted to me. She was not, none of that. I wasn't even attracted to, how first of all, how's she going to be attracted to me, or how's she going to like me, and I wasn't attractive? I didn't like myself. You get what I'm saying? Like, I didn't like what I saw when I looked in the mirror, so how am I going to expect for her? And the only ones who did like what they see is they had something wrong with them too. Like, why would you want a man who, was ugly on the inside, or spirit wasn't right? If you connect with that type of spirit, something wrong with you. Now, I had some, foundational things that were okay, but my spirit was not right. I wasn't right. I wasn't a good person. I wasn't taking care of me. And so, yeah, I didn't like the person I saw when I looked in the mirror. How was I expected you to like it? Well, yeah, what you got to say? You turning up your nose?
No, I was just at the reminiscing.
Dirty.
I was reminiscing.
Dirty. That's it. So do we feel like we answered the question? Bring his thing up one thing. I want to make sure we got the question. What was the question that he had?
Has anyone been through this? How do you rebuild that part of your marriage without making it feel like a chore?
Yeah, you got to start small steps. Marathon, right? Not a sprint. Small steps, examining yourself first.
Right.
Hey, what can I do? What haven't I done? What have I stopped doing? What does she like? Am I speaking her love language? Am I making things easier for her? If we had, a house full of kids and, she was still working, here's something like, you got to think about, hey, if I want her in the bedroom, or I want her to feel more like a woman,
come on,
I have to take care of things outside of the bedroom to get her in the bedroom. Does it make sense?
Oh yeah.
Right? So if it takes you washing the dishes, right? If it takes you folding clothes, if it takes you doing those different things. When I moved back in and we reconciled, I was like, hey, would you like for me to, wash my own clothes and things like that? Or you want to wash? She was like, I'm gonna wash our clothes together. She was almost offended, but that's the level that she wanted to serve. But I was I had gotten to, I had been doing it myself for 6 years, so I didn't mind whatever it needed to be. I just wanted what was best for us or smooth for us. I was not trying to add more things to her. Hey, do you need help in your marriage? Do you need some guidance? Do you need some tools? Do you need some action plans, some steps to becoming one? Well, great news. We created a course called 7 Steps to Becoming One. How we went from teenage parents to married to divorced and then happily married again, and how we got there. We were able to sit down, record this course, share our personal testimony, right? Give you the tools, all right? Provide a lesson, then give you scripture, give you an exercise and activities to help you become one. It was fun creating this, wasn't it, sweetheart?
It was very fun creating it, yep.
Why should they take our course?
What better way? Like, we've been through one marriage and it didn't work, we divorced, and now we're back together. So why not let us help you? We're back on this journey again. So, like, yeah.
It was fun. It was fun. So we can help you. Real life stuff. We didn't create this course to make money. We created this course to help people. We didn't want to do it. We didn't want to write the book. We didn't want to create the course. We didn't want to do any of this. We are simply being obedient to the Father. The course is 8 modules, right? 8 weeks. You can get it done in 7 to 8 weeks, right? Depending on how fast you go, right? And you also get a digital workbook with exercises, resources, lessons, and so much more. All right. So listen, go now. To sign up for the course, go to kellyandnatasha.com. Go check it out in our store. So anything you want to add to that? How they could rebuild? Like, what's the first step
Just
you would tell them?
communication. Like, talk it out. Like, you've got to be able to tell him or how you're feeling or vice versa. I believe it's just communication. But I did want to bring up, like, before in our first marriage, like, it was hard because he was wanting me to cook. I didn't know what to cook, so I had to figure that out because he didn't like the tacos if I went for tacos.
My grandma and my mama didn't make no tacos.
Anyway, that's another subject.
My grandma and my mama didn't make no tacos.
Stop. My grandmother didn't either. We was reminiscing on that. Like, I don't remember my grandma making tacos. But anyway, just in our first marriage, like, I had to cook, clean. Like, I wouldn't even want to eat sometimes because I would want to start on the dishes so I could be able to be in the bed because he wasn't doing nothing but eating and going up. You were working.
Working what? I was working 2 jobs.
Can I talk? It was my turn to talk.
You said I wasn't doing anything. I disagree.
I'm saying, like, after we ate and stuff, you were full and relaxed. And
yeah, I got you. So after,
let me talk.
No, babe, I wanted to be clear. So after we ate, you're talking about like after dinner.
After I cooked the meal.
Yeah.
And we ate. Yeah. Like, I had to clean up. I had to clean the kids. I had to. And then he, I'm the king, I'm first, da 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 da. And I'm like, I don't even know if I'm coming or going, so get your plate and let's go. That's how it was in the first marriage.
All right, what is it like now?
Oh, amazing. Like, sometimes I don't have to cook, I don't have to clean it, I don't.
You funny. No, I'm talking about as far as my effort in helping.
Oh, 100. Like, you're good.
We're a team. And that's how you got to look at it. It's like, we are a team, and the goal is to win a championship. We had to, man, we ain't gonna talk about this because we got. That's another podcast. But you have to remember that this is your teammate.
Right.
The goal is to win, right? You have a defense. You have an adversary, the enemy, who does not want you to win. Do not want you on one accord with your teammate, right? So you have to decide what position do I have to play in order for my team to win. Period. And I should tell you that's my thought process now. Baby, what do you need? Just tell me what you need. Cause sometimes, let me help the women out. Sometimes it's not even that the man wouldn't help you, right? It's just not at the even top of his mind. And if you got it, why am I going to be like, babe, you got it or you got that? I'm focusing on so many other things. What I've done is done my best to say, hey, baby, what do you need? Before I go do this, what do you need? You need anything? And she'll just tell me yes or no. Or if I see stuff, right, my thought process is to look first. I'm going to do it. Then I'm gonna go do what I got to do. If she tells me no, babe, you go relax or you do this. So, ladies, speak up. Like I have to remind her sometimes too. Like, baby, just tell me. You need this, just say this. Like, last thing, I don't know if I said this on the podcast, but one of the times she got frustrated. I'm like, why are you frustrated? I wish you wouldn't leave your hat on the table. And I'm like, okay, why you just didn't say that? It's not a problem. Only reason I put the hat on the table is I put it next to my keys so I can grab my hat and my keys at the same time. For me, it was just convenience, right? She never said she didn't like that until she got frustrated. So I was like, baby, just tell me. It's no big deal. Well, ain't you noticed I moved it? And I'm like, yeah, but that ain't got nothing to do with me wanting the convenience and you not telling me. Does that make sense? So you have to speak up. You have to communicate, bringing it full circle.
And too, it's kind of attractive when like you can see something and I may be thinking it and you do it. I'm like, oh, okay, like you saw. Yeah. I can't think of nothing right off, but
I be seeing stuff and
like you said, you see stuff that'll help out. It's like, oh, like clearing off the microwave.
She got all these little quirks and little stuff.
I can't stand for time to be left on the microwave after you've taken your food out. Like, clear it and put the clock back up. If you, like...
But hey, we're a team.
That's right.
I play my position. So we good. Any final words?
No final words, but that I love you. We love you. And if you have any questions or we want your questions, so send in your questions. And if you need prayer or anything, just let us know. We would love to pray for you.
Go ahead, finish your statement, but I got an announcement. You said we love to pray for you. If you need prayer, you got prayer requests.
Yeah, send your prayer requests.
Yeah, there's many couples that we're praying for.
Yeah.
And some we're walking through, the process.
Right.
So yeah, all of that. If you need help, we got plenty of resources. So many different things. If you haven't, I don't think we said it on the podcast, but we do have a free devotional. So we talked about doing a devotional and praying together. We got a free one on our website. All you got to do is go to kellynatasha.com, scroll down to the bottom. There's a free relationship devotional, 5-day relationship devotional. All you got to do is enter your email address. And we email it right over to you. You get taken straight to it. You get the access. But the announcement I wanted to make is April 23rd. We're doing another class. Right? Let me get the exact name of the class. I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to just say, oh, we got the class and it's this. Right? I don't want to mess it up. So give me.
While he's pulling it up, I need you guys to go and follow, share on our YouTube. Our website is kellyandnatasha.com, right?
Yep,
kellyandnatasha.com. So you can go there. If you're on the YouTube, like, share, subscribe, do all of that. Help us out. Hopefully he's got it
I
pulled up.
almost got it pulled up. Wait, you got an announcement. Tell them about what you got
You gonna
coming.
say it now?
Yeah, because it's Friday. Today's Wednesday. Friday, what you got cooking?
I have my very own book coming out. Biblical Principles, A's and C's for Womanhood.
Yep, the ABCs of Biblical Womanhood.
Yeah, did I say that?
Comes out Friday. No, you didn't say it right, but I got you, boo.
Thanks.
I got you. We're gonna put that up in the link below as well. Hold on, I think I almost got it, but I just want to make sure I didn't want to mess it up. But there's yours. Yours came up. If you want to say it.
The ABCs of Biblical Womanhood.
When's it available?
Presented by me.
When is it available?
April 4th. So y'all can do that and y'all can get that for my birthday.
Yeah.
Go purchase my book. April 7th. Aries. Hey.
You're funny. but yeah, so we
Remember,
got that.
I love gifts.
Y'all funny. Yeah, you love gifts. Let me make sure. Okay, here it is. I got it. Okay, so rewinding the announcements. April 4th, Natasha's book comes out. The ABCs of Biblical Womanhood, right?
Yep.
Birthday is April the 7th,
Yo.
right? And then April 23rd, we're doing our next class. It's called Reignite the Passion in Your Marriage and Increase Your Physical Intimacy. It's a live virtual training, okay? This time it is on a Wednesday. So it's Wednesday, April 23rd at 7 p.m., okay?
Yes.
You can register at kellyandnatasha.com. Just go to our events. You'll see tickets. Just click on that and it'll take you to the page to purchase your tickets. But you'll get the tools to bring more passion, affection, and connection into your marriage. And for all things Kelly and Natasha, just go to our website. You can send us a message over there. You can send us emails, questions, concerns, all of that. But we just want to help you serve your marriage, serve your relationship, and just help you grow. Thank you all for everyone who subscribed. We're loving the subscriptions. Thank you for everybody who's liking. Thank you for everybody who's commenting. Like, just keep it coming. And just thank you for the support. And don't forget, don't be selfish. Share this with somebody. It could help somebody. Just share it. You never know who this may help.
Right.
All right. Thank y'all so much. Like she said, we love
just
you.
wanted to come to you, thanking you for checking out the Finally One podcast.
Listen, this is what we need you to do. We need to grow our following. So make sure you subscribe to the podcast on YouTube. Make sure you're sharing these episodes. You don't know what couple that they may help. So subscribe to us on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and more. You don't know who you're going to help. And make sure you're following us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.
Yes, guys. Share. Help us.
Yep. And you don't know who you're going to help. So it's not about us. It's about helping couples, right?
Share. Yeah.
So share, like, subscribe. Help us get our following up.